Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, Heard 37. So I was kind of looking around for flights. I looked at our last airport to see if we could fly from there again, because that's what some people want me to do. But exactly what I thought was going to happen, there's no plane there that we could use, so I had to search around and ended up looking for the Caravan. I want to kind of fly the Caravan. There's some other planes that I want to fly too, but I haven't flown them in a little while, so I want to try and practice with them a little bit, get used to them again before I start flying them on this. But we fly the Caravan all the time and around the world, so I know all about it. And I found 3 jobs right here. 3 and 6 is where we're taking off from. We got 3 total people. Old Bridge, New Jersey. And first we're going to go down here to N14, which is Lumberton, New Jersey. And then we'll go over to KACY, which is Atlantic City. So, yeah, we actually got 7 people total. And, alright, so 4 days. I actually thought that one of them was expiring in like 4 hours. Must have been wrong. I thought about taking these, but that's 779 miles. And the one we got, yeah, 32, and then just another 20 or so miles. I was just looking at it. This has 38% fuel, so we won't even need to think about that, refueling it. So with that, we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at the plane. Grand Caravan EX, but it, we've used it before, I thought, in FSEconomy, and it worked, so we'll do it again. Let's go ahead and start the flight. Ignore that loading thing. We got our people in. Alright. And that's what the weather looks like. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Especially where we've been flying. Oh, there it just updated. Alright. Parking brake is on. Move this all the way up. Come down here. Then we'll turn on tank selectors. Alright, I'm going to flip on the battery. Our nav and beacon can come on. Avionics 1 generator comes on. Fuel boost with the starter. Move this to low idle. She's coming up. Make sure we don't go flying forward. This sometimes happens in this plane. Move that all the way up. Alright, starter comes off, fuel boost also comes off, pitot heat, prop auto heat on, gotta turn on avionics 2, alright, fuel boost is totally off. That's the only problem, we're gonna have tons of people talking. Let's get out of there. I guess that's a good thing we can stop listening. We're only going to be going to like 4,500 feet or so. It should be a short flight. Alright, we'll select our runway. Are you kidding me? Wait a second. This is not a water. Alright, I don't know what in the world, how would the Caravan be here if it was water? I don't know what we do in this case. Select the runway for takeoff 5 or 23. Now, it looks like it'd be 5. Let me start to push back. Because sometimes what happens is that'll shift. Alright, it's not going to shift. 5. And I'll start taxiing to the runway.
X2 November Juliet traffic. Cessna November 208 Tango Charlie is taxiing to runway 5 water.
I don't know why it says water. That's very the whole water thing. And I'm annoyed. I got the scratchiness back. I just restarted the computer and everything to help make sure that didn't happen, and now it's scratching. It wasn't earlier until I restarted it. Luckily, it doesn't sound like it's too bad right now. Set my altimeter. Also get my heading straightened up. 50, and let's set our altitude. I was holding it. There we go. Alright, 4500. Our taxi light is on. We can go ahead and move on over. I'm going to click the CDI over to our GPS so we can use autopilot. Alright, I knew this building was over here. I didn't want to back up too far. See, this says 24 and 6, not 5. I don't know why it's giving us that. It's odd. Is there a taxiway? I don't think there is. Does it? Actually, it does go all the way down there. Alright, we'll take that taxiway. Yeah, when I saw that water, I was like, what in the world? Like, how do you get a caravan in there if it's only water? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set the flaps. Alright. We're here, enter the runway. Alright. Landing lights come on. Strobe comes on. Let's notify everybody that we're heading to the south.
6-2 November Juliet, traffic, Cessna, November 208 Tango Charlie, taking off, runway 5, water, departure to the south.
I just love that water. Yes. Alright, let's go on and get on out of here. Not quite full power. Wow, she's fighting me. She wants to go dead left. Luckily we can get up in a hurry. Wow, that was not fun. It's such a narrow runway, I thought for sure we were going to go into the grass. Alright. Make a turn out to the left. We're kind of near high density areas and all that. But actually, look, my frames per second kind of sucks. You got 20 to 22, 19. That's because of where we are. I've got everything set to very dense. And due to where we are, yeah, I'm not that surprised. Kind of surprised because you can see we're not in the dense stuff like in New York, JFK or anything, but for some reason over here, it is a little more dense. There's another little landing strip right there. I gotta say, I apologize for the scratching. I literally restarted saying, I'll make sure it doesn't happen, and then it does happen. It wasn't doing that earlier. I don't know why it has to start when I want to record something, but yeah. Trim it out a little better. But actually, we can turn on our autopilot. And we can hit nav. And our vertical speed will go up to 1,000 feet a minute. However, we're not very far. Here in about 5.8 miles, we'll actually be able to get on ATC and start talking. If there's a tower, or, you know, on the traffic to tell people where we are. It's usually you can get at about 30 miles out. That's why. What in the world? I didn't even see the other runways. I don't quite understand it. Would that be the water? This one's got the lights on it. I don't. Oh my goodness. Wow, she's frames per second. Kinda crappy. Alright, we'll speed it up just a little bit. I don't need to really go anywhere because we're, like I said, we're about 30 miles out. So I'll just do 2x. Recommended 4,500. There's nothing we really have to go over. It's such a short flight, there's no reason to go over anything else. To go any higher. Are we at 30 right now? Yeah, 29. Alright, so we can start looking. Looking for N14. It's probably going to be towards the end. There's going to be all kinds of stuff in between. I'm actually going to slow this down because they'll go flying through. N14. Select a runway for landing. We got 1 and 19. 19 will be closest for us. So we'll select that. Full stop landing. That's our position.
14 traffic. Cessna, November 20 Tango Charlie is 23 miles northeast, 4,500 inbound to land. Runway 19er.
Alright, on 19 I moved our heading over to the right because that's where we need to go to make our approach. So we'll go over to the right a little bit. See it right here. We're going to have to come down, not quite straight south. I highly doubt there will be procedures for this, but we'll check it out. Such a small airport, I doubt it. There could be. Select the approach. GPS 1. There's a GPS. Not that you really need it, but we'll go ahead and hit that. Activate it. We can actually switch back over to nav, and it'll fly right over to it. By the way, we're overspeeding now. How far are we out? 19, 17. Let's go on down to 3,000. Let's see. Back off the thrust just a little bit because we're going to pick up speed on our descent. The crappy thing about using that approach is it's going to take us out farther than we really need to go. In a plane like this. I guess that's alright. Updating with us in the freaking clouds. Go ahead and hasten this up to 2x. We got another flight to get in as well, although this is so short. The next one will be even shorter. So it's not like it's a time thing. I don't know if we should call base. Like, I was wondering, I had a flight similar to this the other day in the air hauler. I don't know if you would consider this a base leg or not. Like, if we were over here and coming straight over the, I guess it would be a base leg. This is a base leg if you're coming in straight in like that. I don't really know. So I won't call the base leg, but I'll announce our position once we come over to the approach. Probably speed up a little bit more, and we can probably go down to 2,800. See everything pretty easily from up here. 3,000, so I don't think 2,800 would be too bad. That's probably where that flash was. I'll probably be our airport. Not necessarily, actually, because there are two other actually even closer. So it probably wasn't. It's right over there. Something's over there. I wish he was acting a little bit better. The next flight we might have to, well, I guess we won't really go into the settings after this. We'll just drop them off and keep on going. Let's see, I could lower the settings a little bit. Going into Atlantic City will be even a little more difficult. because Atlantic City is a pretty nice place. I guess we're going to the big airport there. Change my heading over here to the heading of the runway. Looks like 191. Alright, I'm going to announce our position.
November 14 traffic, Cessna, November 20 Tango
This is
Charlie.
a normal
7
speed.
miles north, 2,800, inbound to land, runway 19er.
Alright, 7 miles, because see, that goes to the next leg, so it's 1.6. I don't know if that's us or not. I'm afraid it might be. Flaps coming out, ballooning us up. It's gonna be us. Alright, we're at full flaps. It'll help give us some drag. Alright, we're actually coming down even quicker than I thought. Looked like we were really close. Although, I mean, we got it slowed down so quick. Actually, speed up a little bit. The only thing with so many airships is like, what if you go to the wrong one? Alright, let's start getting our nose down a little more here. I don't want to end up screwing around and end up too high again. That would be completely unacceptable considering we thought we were too high to begin with and then didn't hasten on the descent. Didn't worry about it enough. Bring this up to help remind me. I forget about ATC all the time because I really don't use an air hauler. And most of the places I fly in, like stuff around the world and stuff, we have towers and stuff. So I have to just respond to them usually. Okay, let's go ahead and get down a little more. I really don't like the fact that wow, it's dropping even lower. We're getting pushed around with the wind.
November 14 traffic, Cessna, November 20 Tango Charlie is on final, runway 19er to land.
Wonder how Atlantic City's gonna be. This frame rate drop, I'm really surprised. Out in an area like this. We're still probably a little high here. Only at 600, 700 feet. Bring down the thrust just a little bit. We don't have much going on, but you can see our speed is still kind of high from our descent. Just wish it was a little more fluid. It'd help out a lot. Just want that speed to drop. Up, going over left. Trying to get over to the center. I can't even hardly do that. Alright, like there's the runway right here. Looks like these are the buildings. Yeah, park over here to the right. I lost my... There we are. There's the taxi line. I lost myself by switching to outside view. Alright, stop right here. Remember not to hit the parking brake. We need to get our landing lights off and our strobe off. Turn all this off. Trying. Alright, here we go. Well, I thought there'd be a taxi line over here, over into the parking area, but there really isn't. I really wish I had track IR. It's something I really need to invest in. Some of these games, man, track IR would make such a huge difference. Something like that. Being able to look to the right while you're trying to... So I can't even see that daggone line. There we go. Man, just... Aircraft is so powerful, man. You just idle it and she will take off on you. There's another problem with it. Parking brake is on. Shut her down. Oh. There we go. No, I didn't get it all the way. Shut everything off. I'm gonna be here long. Alright. I don't know if we really needed to shut everything off. Just let this dude out. But, alright. We will, check the landing out, and then we're gonna, fly on to, Atlantic City. We'll continue in just 1 second. Alright, everybody, right before I do that, I thought I'd come over here to the website and check before I do that, replay of the landing. I just refreshed it, and he disappeared, so it's all good. And we'll be on over to Atlantic City. Check out the landing, and then we'll fly. Alright, everybody, we're back. We've switched places because I ended the flight. I meant to go ahead and move the sliders down, but I forgot. But we're still here. I was going to because I noticed this got out. Or closed down, I should say, or reset itself. So that's why I went ahead and redid it, and I redid it so we would have our flight plane in there. I kind of struggle with this plane a little bit, or not with this plane, but that GPS system. I do know how to do it, but sometimes I get a little screwy on how to switch it to exactly where I want to go. But it's alright. Take selectors on. That all the way up. Battery can come on. Nav and beacon can come on. Avionics 1. Generator. Fuel boost. Hit starter. That in low idle. Make sure we don't go flying. Alright. Move that all the way up. See, we're going to Atlantic City International, and it's going to be a bit of a problem with the frame rate. That's why I'm going to turn that thing down. I can't believe I forgot to. Pitot heat. Prop auto heat. Alright, let's see exactly how far is it anyway. Yeah, another 35 miles. A little further than I thought, actually. That's alright. Select a runway for takeoff. I was gonna say we could just... let's take off runway... Let's go 19. Where we just came in. That way we can go basically straight, almost straight out. Now start taxiing to that runway.
Traffic, Cessna, November 20 Deep Tango Charlie is taxiing to runway 19er.
Alright, parking brake comes off. Start our pushback. We'll hit CDI again. It was not CDI. Over to our GPS. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, I've hit a wrong button. There we go. Just clear out of it. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop the pushback. We are heading over to 191. I believe that was what it was, and go up to 4,500 feet again. Taxi light coming on, and we're good to roll. There's nobody here. Luckily, everyone's flying up. There are a few, I guess, going to Atlantic City, but they'll get us in. I guess we're not taking off on a water runway this time. Kind of nice to fly into a small little airship like that. Not that challenging, but kind of fun. Flying into so many large airports and everything. And other stuff. My other series. It's kind of nice to fly into little airships like this. I kind of enjoy it. I really, really do like FSEconomy. I haven't played it in a little while because I've had so much other stuff to do, but I really like this. I'm really into FSEconomy and FS Passengers right now. Like, those are my favorite things to fly right now. Now, so we're flying out to the south.
Traffic, Cessna, November 208 Tango Charlie, taking off runway 19er, departure to the south.
Flaps coming out. Alright, landing lights. Strobe. Alright, we're ready to head on out of here. There's nobody coming. Cut over there a little bit. I'm having trouble seeing some stuff out of this cockpit. Alright. Here we go. Not quite full power. Alright. Good to go. Retract the flaps. More trim. Alright, go ahead and hit the autopilot, I guess. Nav, vertical speed up to 1,000 again. That way we can take a look outside. We didn't really take a look outside last time, I don't think. Here. See, what I did notice is there is a huge city over there. I never saw that when we were coming in. When I went to replay the landing, I noticed the file was kind of large compared to all the other ones. I was like, what in the world? And then when I was replaying it, I looked over there and I said, oh, that's why. There was such a bit, all that over there. I'm surprised that this area is taking such a toll on this. On the frame rate and everything. I'm really, really surprised. Go ahead and 4X this. Some of the scratchiness almost sounds like it comes from the plane as well, because the plane has its own little scratchiness that it does sometimes. I don't know. But it's definitely not just the plane, it's definitely other stuff as well. I think it's because of the way that I have to output the sound. Sometimes it does it. Most of the time, 99% of the time it doesn't, but sometimes it does. Like that little scratchy, poppy stuff, which I don't really like. Alright. We're already 26 away. So let's go ahead and... We didn't even get up. We haven't got... We're just now to 4,000. So we want to go to KACY. What? Oh, no, it went... Alright, thought I clicked the other one. Atlantic City Tower. Full soft landing.
Atlantic City Tower, Cessna, November 20 Deep Tango Charlie is 21 miles north with Echo to land. Cessna, November 20 Deep Tango Charlie, Atlantic City Tower.
From the right, runway 31.
Runway 31, altimeter 3014.
Way heading around. Acknowledge that.
Flight right traffic, runway 31.
3014.
Cessna 8 Tango Charlie.
Runway 31, so we're going to fly out to the left. We're going to switch over to our heading, and we're going to come around and land on 31. So let's find our procedures for that. There's ILS 13. ILS 31, take that. Vectors, go ahead and activate it. So we gotta go way out there. So probably out to the left just a little bit more. And let's check the map before we get any closer. See how long it takes when it's all bogged down like that. We need to find our ILS. Frequency. Alright. Runway 31. I was surprised there's only 2 runways. 109.1. So let's get 109.1. Switch that over. Alright, since we're using our heading, we can move our CDI back to our nav. Is that nav 1? Yes. Alright, so of course running at the headway, or runway, talk, 3008. Let's get off the throttle and let's go down to 3,000. There we go, set to 3,000. Need to cut across the left a little bit more when it comes to the very end of that. Not totally necessary, but we will. We'll go 2x. It's probably going to really bog down. Atlantic City's got probably a big area on here. I mean, in real life it is. Big gambling area. Unfortunately, no sports betting. I guess it's the biggest, pretty much the biggest, second biggest in the country for gambling, with the biggest towards the east. I don't know what would be after that. Mississippi, what's that? Tunica, I believe? I'm actually going to cut a little more out that way, because I don't want to hit here, because then we're going to have to make a looping turn. So if we come out to the left a little bit more, it'll be easier for us. Excuse me. It'll be easier for us to make our turn. Alright, leveling out there at 3,000. Should be right over here on our right, and we're not probably going to be able to see it. It's the clouds. Go back a little to the right. A little more, actually. Where I end up going way out to the left. I don't see too much traffic actually going to Atlantic City. Kind of surprising. I thought a lot of these people were actually going there, but they aren't. Increase our thrust a little bit. I'm surprised we don't see anything. You should see a bunch of tall buildings and stuff. Because they probably didn't do it justice like they did Las Vegas. Casinos and everything. Pull back a little bit on the thrust. We're going to overspeed again. I'm going to go to 28. We don't have to go clear out. like to get out of these clouds too, although we're using ILS, but whatever reason is with this plane, me and the ILS in this plane don't seem to really agree. A lot of times it's off to the side a little bit. I don't know why. But I've never, on occasion I get it, it works perfectly, but on other times, man, it just doesn't work the damn. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and slow this down to normal. I'll let it go to 2700 and start cutting around. Probably going to end up near the tip of that now, actually. Blind, can't see anything. Sure, normal speed. Kind of felt a little faster there for a little bit. We're right around 150 knots. Our range down a little bit. Here's some bigger buildings, I guess. I don't know really where they really are, if they're on the coast or what. I've never been there. We're about ready to make our turn. We can use our ILS as soon as we get pointed there. Let's head on over. Whoops. A little too far with the heading. Switch it over to nav. Try to slow it down a little bit. Sure, we are on our nav. See, OTTIACY. We are on the wrong one. Now it's going to 109.1. Alright. We're heading... Well, are we or are we not? Actually, I didn't hit... Did I not hit nav? Or did it click off because of that? See if we go back to the right. See, now I'm not even sure what we're doing. See, it's got the glide slope is right above us. We can actually start descending a little bit. I'm not quite sure why it didn't want to grab on, because we are on the frequency, you can tell. Cut back to the right. Light slope is just below us. I want to try and keep on it as best we can by cutting over to the right. Jeez. I can't see the airport. It's kind of turned into a little bit of a cluster. That can't be us. No, there's only one runway. We're over here more. Cut over to the right a little more. Now we need to get down a little more. this to 0. Vertical speed. Drop a little bit faster. That could be us. Guess we're up to the glide slope. That might be us, actually. I don't see the other runway. So what happens now if we hit nav? Approach, hold. See what happens. It's not cutting back over, that's for sure. I'm a bit confused by that. That's the GPS though. Should have been that one? I don't know. I don't quite get it.
Cessna 8 Tango Charlie, cleared to land, runway 31. Cleared to land, runway 31. Cessna 8 Tango Charlie.
Plane is mine, by the way. I killed the autopilot. I guess saying you killed the autopilot isn't the best thing to say when you're in a plane. When I disengaged it and took over, it's just I can't get it quite to work like I wanted. So I guess this is us. Now the scenery is popping up the other runway now. That's why I didn't think it was us. Alright, 1 notch of flaps is out. Loading us up. Trying to trim it out. There we go. A little better. Slow down and get down. Not the big airport I was expecting. Alright. We're at full flaps. There you can see that drag taking hold, that airspeed dropping a lot. It also balloons us up. Yeah, that's a lot smaller airport than I would have figured. Atlantic City International, a big international airport? I don't know, it's big. Obviously, it's not that big. Come on, I'm surprised it's still saying that we're so high. Doesn't feel like we're that high, although we're coming so slow. I guess it doesn't really matter. There, we're on it now. Pull back on the power a little bit. Usually with this plane I do, and a lot of the other smaller planes, I have been coming a little quicker than necessary. Actually ended up a little too slow there.
Turn next taxiway.
Ended up pitching it up pretty high because we actually ended up a little slow. Can't even get back over to the center line. It's pushing me around. Alright, like I said, right here. Hopefully the parking is close. I wanted to take...
Cessna 8 Tango Charlie, contact ground on 121.9.
Alright. I wanted to keep it close because since the buildings are over here.
Cessna 8 Tango Charlie.
Ground. Parking, so will probably be far away.
Cessna November 20.
Landing lights will stroke them off.
Request taxi to parking. Cessna November November 208 Tango Charlie. Taxi to General Aviation Parking using taxiway Juliet Bravo Hotel.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long
Taxiing
one.
to General Aviation Parking via taxiway Juliet
Hopefully not too
Bravo
long.
Hotel. Cessna 8 Tango Charlie.
Alright, over to there. Yeah, I'm surprised that it isn't a bigger airport. I thought it would be a pretty big airport. But apparently not. Alright, everything is off on my autopilot and everything. Everything looks pretty much set up. Get these 2 people out and get paid. Or I guess it was 6 people, actually. 2 groups of 3 or whatever. No, don't take us way down to the end. It is. It's going to take us way down there. It's the only thing I don't like about going to parking in all these different series is parking is always the furthest away. Obviously from the gates. Man, she is just really wanting to go right. Trying to fight her. Guess we could slow down a little too. We're doing 31 miles an hour. Or knots. Can't remember if it switches to miles an hour when you're on the ground or what. We're definitely going too fast. Alright. I don't know why we had to come all the way down here. Sometimes it seems like you could go to the gates at a small airport like this. I didn't see any jetways or anything, so... I mean, you do have passengers. I don't know if you want to take them to... I don't know if you take them to parking. I guess you would. A small group. I don't know. That's why I do that in FS passengers as well. Here we are. There's our, take the yoke off, parking brake. Cut that off. Avionics, oh, I just forgot about that, it's gonna happen. Avionics can come off. Taxi, nav and beacon. Prop auto heat, pitot heat. Generator. Battery. That's everything except the tank selectors. Alright, let's go over to the website. Alright, yeah, here's 6 people. We'll refresh that. And we're done. Up to 38,683. Alright, that's the one we just did. Made $28.40. Income for it was $3,104. It was $525 an hour, the rental. We only for 28 minutes. So we paid $252, $60.82 for the fuel, $310.40 for the ground crew fee, and nothing for the booking fee. I don't know why it's 0. So we cost us all in all $371 and made $24.80.78. Nice. Let's go over to our bank. 2765.48. Alright, we made $26.50 so far in interest. Not too bad. So up to $41,449. We need some better paying flights. I was looking for that, but I couldn't really find anything today that was all that long with the correct amount of people to make it really pay all that good. When I'll fly some of the... There's a lot of... I see the B9100D or 1900Ds and Cs, and I do have that plane, so I think I'm going to play around with that a little bit, get used to it, so maybe we can fly that in the next episode. Not sure. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I will catch you guys on the next flight.